Hello, geometry students. So today we are going to add some more pieces to our notebook, okay? So everybody should have a stapled packet. Here's my staple. Of pieces we're gonna add. You're gonna need scissors, tape, glue sticks if you have both, so we can attach all these pieces. If you're a fast cutter, you'll be fine. If you take a little bit longer, you might need to pause the video so you can catch up with me. So the first thing you're going to do is rip off the top page. And you see that there are 3 boxes on this page. We're going to cut out these 3 boxes for flip tabs. You can ignore the writing at the top. We're just going to throw that piece away. So again, take your scissors, nice and neat, and you're going to cut out the boxes. I'll just have some side conversation while we're cutting here. The words that we're going to add to our notebook today on these flip tabs are going to be the words that we covered whether we were outside with the sidewalk chalk the other day, or the words that you put on your vocab posters. Okay, so nice and neat. Again, this is not for a grade, but it's for you to help you stay organized. And as you cut them out, just kind of put them into a pile on the side. We'll get to them in a little bit here to adding them. And make sure you are cleaning up after yourself. Please don't leave paper scraps all over the place. So again, here's my 3 boxes I just cut out. I'm going to set them off to the side just for now. So next, you're going to take the next page out of your packet. And you're not going to cut out the little boxes. You can see on this one, we've got a big rectangle around it. You're going to cut out that big rectangle. Okay, so here is my large rectangle, and if you're not cut up, you need to make sure you're pausing the video. So I've got my 3 cutout boxes and my rectangle. So what you're going to do is we're going to add things as we go along so we don't accidentally lose pieces or throw them in the trash can. So in your notebook, the last thing we added was the vocab and the emoji page from when we were gone remote learning. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to be on page 15. If your next page is not 15, then go to the next page. But what you're going to do first, and you can see on my page here what's going to happen, you're going to take your big rectangle page and you're going to tape or glue it down to page 15 or whatever page you're on. So again, tape or glue, whichever you have for preference. Once you have that attached, then you're going to take your 3 boxes that you cut out, your 3 rectangles, and attach them as flip tabs. So the order they need to go in, the first one, we're going to make alternate interior. The second one, we're going to make alternate exterior. And the third one, we're going to make the corresponding. Okay, so the way I want you to attach them, this is what it's going to look like. I can kind of put it off to the side here at the end. If you don't have, or if you have tape, what you probably want to do is put a piece of tape over here in the margin so we can flip the tabs open. You can see mine. I can flip the tabs open and again, flip them open. If you don't have tape, what you could do is put a little bit of glue right here in the margin and stick it down so that it will stay put when you flip it open. So again, what we're doing is making flip tabs on this page. And again, if your notebook is just like mine, we're on page 15. Okay, so if you're not there yet, you want to pause the video until you're caught up, and then you'll start back up when you've caught back up with me. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is cut out the next 2 pages in the same regard here. So we're going to tear off the next page. On this one, you can see we have 2 boxes. So we're going to cut out these 2 boxes, and again, we're going to ignore the words at the top. That was just for me for reference and for formatting. Now these two words were not ones that we talked about when we were outside, when we did the sidewalk chalk, but they were words that were on posters. Okay, so again, you only have 2 boxes on this page. So once you've cut out these 2 boxes, you're gonna, again, set them off to the side here. If you're not done cutting, again, pause the video. So what you're gonna do next is tear off this next page again, and we're gonna cut out the big rectangle. Okay, so I've got my big rectangle and I've got my 2 pieces here. So again, we're gonna go to our notebook. This is the last page we added here with our angles. We're gonna make another flip tab page on the next one. So now if your pages line up with mine, I'm on page 17. So again, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna taper glue this bigger piece down. Okay, so again, taper glue it to the page, whatever your preference is. And then notice I have 2 boxes here for flip tabs. I'm gonna put same side interior in the top box, and I'm gonna put same side exterior on the bottom, and I'm gonna attach them the same way I did my previous page. So notice I put a piece of tape over here in the margin so that I have these flip tabs. Okay, and again, we will fill them out later, but right now we're just gonna add all the pieces. Okay, so again, if you're not caught up with me, you wanna pause the video so you can catch up. Okay, so next, back to that stapled packet. We're gonna tear off the next page, and we are going to cut out these boxes, these rectangles. Not the small ones on the page, but the bigger ones. So you're gonna have 3 on this particular page. And again, make sure you're cleaning up after yourself. If you need to take a short break to get out of your seat, then just do that and throw away your paper and come back and get back to work. So there's 1 box. There's 2 boxes over there. Now I'm on the 3rd one. Okay, so I've got my 3 boxes kind of sitting right over here. So it's the same kind of process on each page. So next, when I rip off this page, again, I'm going to cut out the big rectangle. So again, taking my scissors, nice and neat, and cutting out this big rectangle. Okay, so again, I've got these small boxes and the big box. Now before we attach anything, we're gonna go ahead and cut out the last 2 pages. So next, I'm gonna pull the next page off. And this one, it does have 3 boxes. I'm only gonna cut out 2. The last one was left just for formatting purposes. So I'm gonna cut out the 2 boxes, one that says supplementary angles and the other one that says complementary angles. I again repeat, do not need that empty box. So again, I'm just going to add them to the pile of cutout pieces over here. So I've got complementary and supplementary. Okay, and then on the very last page, I'm going to cut out that I have left here. Again, I'm just going to cut out the big rectangle, not them separate. Now, I really doubt we'll get all these pieces actually filled out today. Whatever we don't finish today, we will pick up and finish on, what is it? Today's Wednesday, so on Friday. Okay, so right now I have a pile of 5 smaller rectangles, and I have a page of these 2 cutout pieces. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to page 19 in my book, and I'm going to attach both of these on this page, tape or glue. I want both of them to fit. That's why I didn't go ahead and tape them down already. And then once you have that attached, you're going to put these smaller tabs on top, just like we did the flip tabs before. So you can see here, this is mine already done. So again, this is the tape down part. Then I have the boxes in order, go vertical angles, adjacent angles, linear pairs, complementary angles, and then supplementary angles. So again, what you need to do is use tape or glue right here in the margin so I can flip the tab open. I use tape. If you don't have tape, that's fine, use glue. But again, in order, it should be vertical, adjacent, linear, complementary, and then supplementary. So that should be it for all of your pieces. Okay, so again, this video was just about attaching the pieces to the notebook.